Alright, hey guys, my name is Kay, and I'm going to be showing you how to use Unity version control. So first thing you want to do is look up Unity version control and go ahead and click this first link right here, and it'll take you to this page. Next thing you want to do is on the top right corner, there should be a face icon. Click that and sign into your Unity account. Alright, after you're done signing in, go ahead and click this box icon to the left of your profile and click Unity Cloud. And it's probably going to make you sign in again, so go ahead and do that. Okay, so you're going to want to choose one person, and that person is going to be the creator of your organization for your group. So make sure that person has a credit or debit card on them. Now, that sounds scary, but trust me, you're not going to have to pay anything, but you are going to need to enter your card information.
Slay.
Alright, so that one person, go ahead and click on DevOps. So you're going to click version control, and you're going to click UVCS organizations, and then as you can see, you don't have an organization. So guess what? You're going to have to make it. Subscribe. Click next step. So here's the problem with this is that you can only have up to 3 people working on this, otherwise you're gonna have to pay.
Uh-oh.
So my advice is if there are more than 3 of you working on this project, if you have someone who's mainly gonna work on art, have that person sit out of Unity version control.
We support artists.
We do. We love our artists. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna click existing organization. It should already be clicked. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna enter your organization address. I highly recommend just using the Chapman address. And then you're gonna wanna go ahead and enter your payment information. Okay, so after you get your confirmation, click complete onboarding. And boom. Now when you go over to UVCS organizations, you should be able to create an organization. It doesn't really matter what you name it. I'm just going to keep what I have. You click Virginia, keep it at Virginia, and click create.
Yay.
Okay, so next thing you want to do is you're going to add your fellow classmates to your organization by clicking
only
seats.
2 people.
Yeah, remember only 2 other people can join, so you have 2 unassigned seats. So you're gonna click assign seats, and you're gonna type in their email addresses. Make sure to hit admin and assign seat. Alright, the people that just got assigned a seat, you'll receive an email. Go ahead and open that email and click the link. Okay, if you're the person who created the organization, go ahead and go to plasticscm.com/download, and it'll take you to the same link that everyone else got. Go ahead, click next, accept the agreement, next. Go ahead and leave all that alone, just click next, and then next, and let it install onto your computer. Okay, if this how will you be working with Unity version control thing pops up, click you need all the features and go ahead and launch it. And you're gonna need to sign in with your Unity ID. Alright, so the person who made the organization, go ahead and open Unity Hub and create a new project for your team. So you can name the project whatever you want, but just make sure it's easy to find. And then choose the right organization. It should already be on the right one. Make sure connect to Unity Cloud is checked and use Unity version control is checked. And when you click that, it'll create a repository. It automatically defaults to the same name as your project. That's totally fine. You can also rename it if you want to. Create project. Okay, so once the project opens, you're gonna want to go over to where it says Unity version control. If you don't see that, you can just click this icon right here, which is next to the cloud. Click that and this should open up. What you want to do is click all these items, make sure they're all checked, and check in those changes and check in anyway. Alright, so everyone else in your group, go ahead and open Unity Hub, and you're going to add the project by going to the top right where it says add, click the drop down and click add remote project. And you should be able to add it from here. Once everyone has their projects up and running, everyone go ahead and open Unity DevOps version control. You'll probably start on this screen right here. Make sure that you're in the right cloud. Should be the cloud of the person that created the project. And then the repository that they created should show up. So double click to open that. And in the top left, if it says not on disk, make sure to click and add that correct disk. Now you guys are ready to start working on your project. So let me give you a couple of tips that'll make working together a lot smoother. Okay, so here is in the Branch Explorer tab, here is your main branch. So the rightmost is the most recent change set you made to the branch. And this home icon, that's just saying that you are currently in this workspace. So what does that mean? That just means quite literally you are working in this space. So right now, my workspace is on the most recent change that was made on this branch. So in order to minimize error in Unity version control, make sure you make branches for each specific task you do. So for example, in my group, let's say that I was assigned to make UI. I would make a branch specifically for UI. And in that branch, if I wanted to, I could even make sub-branches. So if I made a branch for UI and then made a sub-branch for the title screen, a sub-branch for the end screen, you can do that. But to keep things simple, let's just make a branch. So you can do that by right-clicking on the rightmost node and clicking Create Branch from this change set. And give your branch name. You can add comments if you want, but in this case, we don't need to. So I'm going to create a branch. And as you can see, the home icon moved to the branch that I just created. Okay, so yeah, after I create a branch, I'm going to go over to Workspace Explorer and click Update Workspace to make sure that I'm in the correct workspace. Now when I open up Unity, here in the middle here, you can see that I'm in main and then I'm in UI. I'm in my UI branch. Whenever you're working in your branch, make sure to have specific names for things. Don't just name things generic like scripts, because I'll show you later, but there could be an error that pops up with that. So I'm going to create a folder. I'm going to name it like UI scripts. So every time you make a change, there's going to be this green plus button. You have to check those in order for it to actually be uploaded into the branch. So to check these in, you can either do it from Unity, but I highly recommend doing it through Unity DevOps version control instead, just to minimize any error. So after I added some stuff, I added my scripts. I'm gonna go into Unity DevOps. I'm gonna go to pending changes. I'm gonna make sure everything that I added was checked. I'm gonna add a comment, added UI scripts folder. And then I'm gonna go ahead and check that in. And you see the green plus button disappeared. That just means it was checked in. Alright, so I just made a really generic start screen. So let's say I'm done with my UI, I tested it, it works. That's really important. Make sure it works on your branch first before you merge it into the main branch. So after everything's good and tested, go over to your Branch Explorer, and you're gonna wanna merge your finished product into the main branch. So you could do that by right-clicking on the top node of your branch, clicking Merge from this change set to, merge it into main, click OK, and check in the merge. You can add a comment to merge to UI, branch to main. And boom. Just merged it into the main, it created a new node. So now, if I switch workspace to the main branch, update my workspace. So yeah, see here I'm in the main branch and everything I added from my UI branch appeared here. So it all worked really well. Okay. So one of the most common conflicts that you'll find is called the evil twin conflict. Now that's just a really weird way of saying that two things have the same name. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I suggest naming things really specific so you can avoid this. So in this example, I made a new branch and I made a folder called scripts, and I also made it in the main branch as well. And so when I tried to merge my branch into the main branch, it's getting mad at me because there are two things called scripts. So to resolve this conflict, you can choose one of these options. You can keep both, and then it'll rename the destination one to scripts_DST, the destination being the main branch. You can keep the item on source, which is the branch that I'm working on that I'm trying to merge to the destination. Or you can keep the item on destination. I would suggest just keeping both just in case, and then figuring out which one you want to keep or delete from there. Alright, so that is how you download and work with Unity version control. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Always remember the 3 golden rules. 1 task equals 1 branch. Name things really specifically, and the rightmost node is the most recent change set. If you follow those 3 rules, you should be fine. If any errors do come up, please come see me. I've worked a lot with Unity version control. I can probably figure out how to fix something before it breaks your entire project. So yeah, thank you guys.